Strength is your best friend.
Strength is your best friend in the world.
Learn how to use it in your favor.
That's right.
This is the concept we've come up with.
Fucking oath.
So
It's needed.
we're always talking about strength. We're always talking about, not even that, refining what it actually means. Getting that awareness, digging deeper. And this all comes down to basically filling you. Filling that hole that's inside of most people.
Yeah.
You got to fill your own hole. You got to validate. You know what I mean? That's it. The hole that you created.
Correct. The void.
That's it.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. And not seeking it in others.
Yeah. That's right. That's
You
right.
know. So and that's what everybody does. Everyone goes out there without going in.
You gotta be both. You gotta be both.
Yeah. But it comes to it like, you know, validating yourself. That's what it is. By doing all these things, you're validating you. You're knowing who the fuck you are.
Correct. Correct.
You know you're in the game. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
And you're playing the way you want it.
Yeah. A little bit of strength.
Mate.
Just hit it.
All right.
Yeah.
Strength is your best friend.
Strength is your best friend in the world.
Learn how to use it in your favor.
That's right. That's right. Very
This is the
important.
concept we've come up with.
Fucking oath.
So
It's needed.
we're always talking about strength. We're always talking about, not even that, refining what it actually means.
That's right.
Getting that awareness,
Correct.
digging deeper. And really understanding your strength is, because we don't know it to the level we're talking about here.
No.
The levels, you know, it doesn't end. The more you keep on digging, the more you find out, like anything else in life. Now, we understand it to a certain level,
Yes.
but this is our level
Mm.
at this point in time. Someone might be a bit lower. A lot of people might be way ahead of us. Who
There's
knows?
different levels to the game.
That's right. But the more we dabble into it, the more we're getting to understand it.
Correct.
So, do you want to add something to this
I do want to answer.
Go.
All right.
Before I
And we're
continue.
gonna break this down.
Yeah, of course.
obviously. So let's break it down.
Yeah,
So let's show what we know. Let's educate a little bit.
Yeah.
Here, all right. So a lot of people think that strength is a physical thing. When you say strength, the first thing that comes to
guaranteed.
the normal person's mind or whatever, you think like, oh, strength, you're gonna be fucking strong.
Yeah, I'm doing weights. I'm benching.
Correct.
Yeah,
Now, in recent times, past 5 years or 10 years, whatever, she's been, mental strength has gained popularity. People like David Goggins, Jacko, fucking Winlink, Joe Rogan's promoting the fuck out of, you're mentally strong and fucking start slapping cunts. Sweet. I agree with all that. You've got to be all these things. Also, you've got to be emotionally strong. Alright, so what we're saying is strength goes beyond the physical. But obviously, we like to become strong within ourselves and using physical exercise, working out to achieve that, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Now, strength, I was talking to my sister the other day, I'm like, okay, look, first of all, you don't feel, she's going through whatever the fuck she's going through, everyone's going through their hard times, whatever.
Of course.
Okay, look, you don't feel strong. I didn't say you don't look strong. Alright? I said you don't feel strong.
Yeah, she's not coming from a position of strength.
She's not coming from a position of strength. In her, she doesn't have her stability. She doesn't have her fucking strength. She doesn't feel that she's powerful. That's what really we're talking about today.
Guaranteed.
There's multiple levels, but we're coming from that inside point of view of fucking strength and how important it is. And it makes the difference between someone who's fucking insecure, got all these fucking problems in their relationships, problems at work, putting other people's opinions before them. Everything comes down to how you feel on the inside. Do I feel strong enough to tell someone no when they want me to fucking do some drugs? Do I feel strong enough to tell someone no, I don't want to come to that party because there's dumb cunts there? I don't want to hang around with that crew. Do I feel strong enough to tell a bully, to tell someone who's fucking treating me like shit to get the fuck out of here, to fuck off? Do I have that strength? It's not how many fucking times I've got bench press. It's do I have that strength inside? And I think a lot of people, the problem is there, and you probably agree, which I know you agree 100%,
Yeah.
is people don't understand what the fuck they're looking for. People are walking around insecure, alright? Which insecurity fucks everybody up as far as like, that's the problem. That's the problem, that's where all the problems start. It's, I can't trust, it's, I don't believe myself. It's very myself.
Yeah.
It's insecure. You're not secure. You haven't built a fort around who you are. First of all, you don't know who the fuck you are.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people going through, you know, there's someone wrote up a format, a template for the world, how to act,
Yes.
and a lot of people just following it. Simply like, you have to be like this. So, strength. We don't know too much about it. I don't know how to act. You have to be like this. You know, you gotta pretty much put yourself first. That's what we're trying to say here. Put yourself first.
Yes.
Okay? And knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of.
Yeah.
So you're saying like, you know, going to the party, saying somebody or saying no to drugs for, you know, young kids out there from 16 years old or whatever, that, or even 21. You're going with the cool kids.
Yeah. Drinks after
Yeah,
work.
yeah, drinks after work. I want to hang out with a cool crowd. They're doing drugs. They're going drinks after work, like you're saying. And I want to be part of that. Strength is like knowing that, first of all, these guys could be just drop kicks. Okay? And I don't have to go to work. I don't have to bond with the people after work because I work with them. I'm working with them. I do my job and I'm okay with them during work. Something might have a bit of a laugh during work hours. I've got some kind of standard relationship, but I have to be fucking best friends with these people.
Correct.
Okay? And you can if you want to. No problem. It's about how you feel. It's about how you see the world. I like this guy, you know, I like this group of people, I want to hang out with them. They make me laugh. They do, you know, I find a positive vibe out of them. Other times I just go to work, that's where I chose to work, wherever it might be. Could be in a corporate scene, in a corporate environment, could be in a factory. And I'm just working with them and we're okay. And after work, I just do my own thing. I go to the gym, I go play golf, I go do whatever I want. And I'm okay with me. I don't have to be in the crew.
No.
And a lot of people are in the crew, majority of people are, and this is the fucking truth, is because they're okay by themselves. A lot of people don't want to be on their own.
Yes.
Like, oh, I'm at home on my own.
Yeah, I'm a weirdo.
I'm a weirdo.
Fucking,
yeah, I'm unsociable.
Yes.
So I have to keep on going out and doing these things to these guys because they do. They drink on the weekends or Friday nights. Because I feel more special. I feel like I'm doing something in my life. I mean, it feels like I'm part of something.
I'm part of something.
And a lot of people get lost in that.
Correct.
And it's shit.
Yeah, it goes against, we don't have the ability or the strength to say no to something. We also don't have the ability to say yes to something. It's not just yes and no, but that inner strength applies to saying no to negativity. You know, if you trust yourself, all right? But that's the point. Motherfuckers don't trust themselves. If you know that you don't trust yourself, like, there's strength in trust, obviously. There's strength if you don't have, if you're not someone who trusts yourself, you don't trust other people, okay? All your relationships, everything you get into is always a transactional thing. And then half your fucking arguments is like, I did this for this person, and they only did, that much. I gave, 90%, they gave me 10.
Yeah, you're measuring everything up. You're measuring every relationship you've got, everything, every interaction in your life. Transactional, 100%.
That's it. All
It's a lose and a win, always.
It's a lose and a win. And that's strength of faith. That's strength of trust. I can't trust. All these things are not strong because they're weak. There's insecurities all around these things. And the thing about insecurities, obviously people know that they exist, but maybe not everyone's aware of, okay, how do you strengthen these things? And like I was talking, like I can give a story now, right? Like I was talking with my sister, and I was telling her, like, you don't need to do extra shit, right? Like, Keep it simple. You need to move forward in life. All right? So, you want to move forward. You want to grow as a human being. Now, not everyone needs to grow. Because not everyone needs to, when I say grow, some people don't want things in their life. They don't know what
Yeah, they want really simple stuff and that's it.
Yeah,
A simple life.
that's right. Let's speak to the person who wants more things. They
That's
want
it.
better than they have today.
That's it.
So I said to her, the only thing you have to worry about, all right, and put in context is, does that align with where I'm going? Does that help me to where I'm going? I go, all the obstacles that are going to be in your way, all the hurdles to where you need to get to, move into a new house, getting a high paying job, all right, going to the fucking gym, exercising, being more present with your family, etc. All the hurdles that the universe puts in your way is going to create the person that's going to,
Be able to handle this stuff.
yes, resemble that person who can do those things
Spot on.
to change your situation. So, and another kind of off thing, like I was talking to my friend who was promoting, he's giving me the ice bath thing. And I'm like, fuck an ice bath, give a fuck about no ice baths there. Like, I get it, yeah, alright, fuck it, it's good for my health, but a lot of things are good for your health.
Yeah.
There's no point doing all these extra things that you think add to you if you're going to stress about them as well. I mean, it's kind of a side note.
Of course.
But you know what I mean? Like, I don't find that like I'm going to enjoy that. Like, oh, you're not supposed to enjoy it, you get a mental benefit. My friend, I don't need to get strong at getting cold. All right? For me, that's wasted power. So my point is here, if you want to grow, all right, and an easy way without thinking to get strength is to let the universe lay it out for you. The game's already installed.
In play, yeah.
It's in play. It's ready to go. So, all right, I've got to get a new group of friends. I've got to get a new missus. I want a high paying job. All the obstacles that you don't have there are there, and through taking one step after another, moving towards those, something's going to come up. Bang! I'm scared to get a new job because I like security. What's going to happen? There's an unseen there. So all of a sudden you have to overcome that. Bang, bang, bang. You overcome it. You get the new job. All of a sudden, the person who got the new job is not the same person that they were before.
Guaranteed.
So the universe is beautiful in that instance. It creates everything. Now, if you're at a place where you want to kind of create a safe environment where you can train to be stronger in multiple places, so strength in discipline, you want to be able to control like an experiment. All right, I'm not ready to move. I'm not ready to get the new job. I'm not ready to move out of the house, even though I hate my house where I'm living at. I'm not ready to get new friends, even though they do my head in.
Yeah.
How you create a safe environment is to control what you can control.
Yep.
Now, when you go to the gym, when you practice discipline, when you practice consistency, all these things build strength in the body, mind, and emotion, the soul, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Without needing anything from anywhere, without going to anywhere, without trying to do anything, without fucking doing anything.
Yeah.
That gives you like a kind of a...
We're building strong foundations here.
We're building strong foundations, but it's doing it within the comfort of it's like a little, not an experiment today, like a...
Yeah, so it's a case study.
Like Randori there.
Yeah.
Like how to fucking,
Yeah, so training.
You're training.
Yeah. You're in the dojo, you're training, you don't need sparring partners. Yeah.
Simulation.
Simulation. Okay, that's
You're
it.
doing a training simulation
Yeah.
on what it's like to do something,
Yeah.
stick to it, overcome, become stronger.
That's it.
Without going through the real life practices
That's
of
it.
doing
That's it. Yeah.
So you're instilling these things in a safe environment, all right? Because why it's so important, because you got to take care of what you can control first. I mean, that's why we're promoting that's why we promote health first and foremost, because health, working out, being mindful of, how to control your body, how to be disciplined, how to control your emotions, that leads to attacking any fucking enemy who wants to come around and any obstacle.
Exactly.
And that's why it's so powerful. And that's why, we all want to be strong. Sweet. So we're not ready to... I'm not ready to dump that fucking bitch who's doing my head in. Maybe it's too much of a jump there, because sometimes it is.
It is.
And you can rip the band-aid off, no problem.
You can.
But I feel that we need some sort of a personal development sparring that can keep us sharp, that we can, when we're ready to attack and go to war, we can fucking execute.
Guaranteed.
And that's why it's so fucking important today.
Yeah, guaranteed. Look, well put, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Look, it's backtracking a bit. We're developing strong foundations.
Correct.
Okay? And those strong foundations, as you mentioned before, they don't need ice baths. They don't need anything external. You can do this from the comfort of your own home. Sit on the fucking couch.
That's it.
Okay? And because all you're doing is getting your thoughts together. It's internal. Everything's internal. That's it. There's nothing external.
No.
So you're getting your thoughts together. You're getting everything you can together. And these things don't cost anything. That's why we believe that health is the first thing to do. Because, again, it doesn't cost you anything. It's very on your own. And you can dedicate as much time you want. You can start from anywhere, at any time. It doesn't involve anyone but you. And that's why it's so powerful. And then once you get over that hurdle, once you get good at being healthy, working out, gaining some strength, let's say physical strength.
Getting good at you.
Okay, so you're doing that training, that randori, as we call it in judo. We're doing that. Then we start competing a bit. That might be, okay, as you mentioned before, my missus doing my head in. She needs to go, but I don't have the strength for it at this point in time. Getting a new job. I'm a bit comfortable now. I do want the other job, but I can't do it right now. So, backtracking again, get the foundation. Solid foundation. You start sparring, you start competing. I was like, all right, sweet. What's next on my list? What's more doable? Me getting rid of my missus? That's really doing my head in? Or is a job that I really need to change doing my head? You got a hierarchy here. So
what's the biggest bang for the buck?
That's right, exactly.
You select that and you got to hit
exactly, spot on. So you attack that because that's causing the most pain, and that's how you weigh it up. That's how you prioritize. That's right, bigger bang. What can I do to alleviate that pain? And you start going in, out. By always coming back home, back to you, to the foundation. Attack that, come back. Attack that, come back. How do I feel about it? And then on the same time, you got to basically always try being a present. It's not easy, but learn and pat yourself on the back that I did this. I came back. Fuck, I feel better about it. Let's try the next one. And then slowly, not only are you getting rid of these problems, but you're coming back to home, to you, and you think, fuck, I did well here. And I'm a different person. And really, what you've done, you've just built strength. You are that rock. You are that person. You are the fucking mountain, and you can't be moved. That is strength. Obviously.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the more time that goes by, you build
exactly
fucking strength.
Exactly.
This discipline, and pretty much to the essence of why it's so important as well. There's a lot of essences there.
Yeah.
But to the essence why it's so important is that you're building that up. It's fucking amazing. You're building it up over time.
Yeah.
Right. It's getting stronger. Now, my point here is, let's say you don't believe in God, you don't believe in the universe, you don't believe in fuck all. Let's say you're an atheist. Cool. Don't think about it too much. The power here is obviously autonomy, because you can only control yourself. So there's no point trying to control fucking Bob and Sally who fucking lives next door. There's no point of that.
Yeah.
Control your missus, change her, control your friends. You're not going to change these cunts there. You just got to find the right things. What I'm trying to say is, the reason, I think I forgot my point. That's all right. The reason why it's so powerful is because, religion, let's say you're an atheist, your one decision, the things that are stopping us from moving to the next step is a decision. One fucking decision. All right? I'm going to go or I'm not going to go. I'm going to fuck this person off or I'm not. I'm going to get new friends or not. I want a better life or not. You've got to make a decision. You've got to cut the motherfucking decision. You've got to choose.
That's right.
The thing that stops us from that decision is the way we feel and our fucking emotions. All right?
Right.
Now, if we got to make a decision like, oh, I've got to get rid of these fucking friends, or I'm just going to stick to one thing there. If we've got to change this fucking, if we've got to make a decision, I need a better paying job because fucking the house that I want fucking is going to be mad and there's all these holidays I want to go on. And we're like, oh, if I make the decision, the ego starts telling you, oh, no, don't do that. It's not safe. Oh my God, we're going to die. We're fucked. Then, how do we get those emotions in check? How do we make the decision without feeling like shit about it? Well, at the start, we're going to feel like shit. But people,
pull the trigger. That's it.
Even though it doesn't matter if you're conditioned to think a certain way and feel a certain way, all right? If you're plugged into the matrix, doesn't matter how logical the reasoning is. It doesn't matter if there's $1 million waiting on the other side of you. You will not move there just to keep in line with that familiarity, that feeling that you're familiar with. You will sell your fucking mum there to not feel uncomfortable and not get out of that. To not, everything, you will avoid everything not to make the decision.
Exactly.
And that's what I was telling. That's what I was telling my sister. My sister was giving me points. Analytical. This,
everything makes perfect sense, logical sense. Yeah, exactly.
But I can't shift from that.
Yeah, that's right.
There's not a whole thing. You either cut it or you don't.
Yeah.
And building yourself up is building that power to, doesn't matter what, because things come up, you can't work out all the time. Certain things come up, consistency, something gets in your way. You've got to make a decision to block that out.
Guaranteed.
You block out once, twice, all of a sudden you're good at blocking. So when you're in a situation, to go over fucking 50 million times, when you're in a situation where you're feeling some kind of way, you fucking push that aside and you do what you got to fucking do. You make the right decision. Yeah,
look, correct. All our life is a combination of decisions. That's all it is. From the day you're born to right here, right now, all it was is decisions. Should I go this road or should I go that road? That's it. That's all you had. Yeah. That's all you've got. Decisions. And as we said before with your sister as well, and with everybody else, that you might think logically that we're ticking all these boxes and we're doing, this makes sense, and I keep on doing this, and keep on doing everything that makes sense and it's logical. Yeah. But we end up at a point that I'm not shifting here. I'm stuck. You keep on getting stuck. Because it's your emotion, as you said before, that's making the decisions. The emotion. And the emotion's always going to get stuck. So it's never going to pull the fucking trigger. It's not, said before with martial arts, like the first thing you teach in martial arts is how to block. You're not going on there and you're throwing punches. You don't do anything. You're blocking first. Defense.
You're not attacking.
That's right. When you're at home, I said before, when you got that foundation, that's when you attack. Because you know you can. So, the emotion. The emotion is the motherfucker. That's it. Correct. That's the one stopping you.
Correct. And another thing I told my sister, I go, you got to trust yourself, because she's like, she feels funny about wanting more in her life.
Yeah.
She doesn't know that it's justified. She thinks she sounds like a snob to want more.
Guaranteed.
Okay, you got to trust that feeling. It's not, it's not wrong to want more.
Fuck no.
Now, obviously people come from certain places of insecurity where I want more to fit in.
Yeah.
But she's coming from like, I deserve a better life.
Exactly.
I don't like what I've got now. I'm over this. So, she wants more. That's all right to want more. I had another point here.
It's coming from a good place. She wants more for her.
Correct.
Not to fucking stand out.
Yeah, it's coming from a good place, not to stand out. Yes. Bravo. It's coming from a good place, not to stand out. Cool. All right. But she's got these things that she wants. Because it's all about simplicity. You got these things that you want. All right. And she's like, I want peace. Cunts love that. I want peace. Okay, yeah, but you got to go to war to go to peace. All right. Now, to get what you want, you have to attack. You got to go for it.
You ain't gonna land.
Something. Yeah, correct. And most of the time, you're fighting with yourself. We're doing like, martial arts to ourselves here. You know what I mean? So the point is, staying in your lane is just like, I'm staying here nice and safe. And to your point, if you don't go to war, you're not going to get what you want. That is really the only choice you guys have got.
Yeah.
We can't get shit if we don't go forward.
That's right. And the only people we're at war with is ourselves.
Correct.
Our old self.
That's it. We want that fucking thing. All right, how's it going to come? Sweet. Ask yourself this. From all your years of wanting and wanting and wanting, what has... Sorry, I had to laugh.
That's all right.
More the years from wanting your shit, wanting whatever the fuck you want. New missus, look like a sick cunt, look like, good body, whatever. What out of the things that you have done have amounted to the thing that you want? And then you let me know.
Yeah. It's most times zero.
It's going to be zero.
That's it.
It's guaranteed going to be zero.
Guaranteed.
It's not going to, another thing I told myself. Okay, it's not going to be a secret thing, something you're missing that's going to come and like, some left field, you know what I mean?
We
like
always wanted to
Hail
be
Mary.
something, we always wanted to be something very like non-simplistic. Something that's so complicated in our minds, but it's never that. It's always simple. And simplicity is basically doing what's needed. You want this, you go get it.
Yes, and it's also going to be everything but the thing that needs to be done.
That's right, exactly.
Yeah, which is move forward, attack, and if you've got no practice fighting people, how are you going to know how to attack?
Yeah, guaranteed. And this all comes down to basically filling that hole that's inside of most people.
Yeah.
You got to fill your own hole. You got to validate. You know what I mean? That's it. The hole that you created.
Correct. The void.
That's it.
Yes.
Exactly. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct.
Okay. And not seeking it in others.
Yeah. That's right. That's
you know. So and that's what everybody does. Everyone goes out there without going in.
Correct.
So, and look, I used to do this with my ex. Like, I'd be like, I found personal development to be so rewarding in my life. It was just either going through seminars, going through, and paid seminars, obviously, paying like 20, 30 grand, reading books. When the students read it, the teacher will appear. There's different books, different people I've met on the way, and initially I just thought that, if this helped me, this should help everybody. Now, in theory, it does help everybody because we're all the same in that aspect.
Yeah.
We all have generally the same problems, and we generally all have the same solutions. There's the same solutions for everything.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. So what worked for me, automatically I thought back then I was ignorant, all right, that it should work for everybody else. Now, again, in theory, it does. But everyone comes from a different past. They've got different roads. They've got different insecurities. So if I say to myself like, yeah, this helped me, but I really gave a fuck, and I said to myself, John, you got to follow through. That's what I did. Now, I expected my ex, who apparently loved personal development, and she said to me, yeah, let's do this together. We're going to do this together. And as soon as she'd slip up, not immediately, but she'd get lazy and whatever, I'd get upset. I'd get upset because I think like, fuck, doesn't take it seriously.
Yes.
Or I put myself in that situation thinking how I would have reacted.
Yeah.
For me, I was like really serious when I said it. I didn't know how serious she was. They were just words to me.
Correct.
But I took them as gospel.
Correct.
That she really wants to do this. And when she didn't, I started losing my mind. Like, how could you do this? Like, you betrayed me.
Yes. Yeah. In the early days of chasing, like getting enlightened, getting knowledge, as we know, as we speak about all the time, like in the early days, it's you're feeding the mind, you're feeding the ego, really. Personal development is intoxicating. I'll get to my point.
Yeah.
Personal development is intoxicating. Information is intoxicating. That's why we get on fucking conspiracy theories and fucking who did what and we know this and this little. I'm in with the top secret shit that's going on. That makes us feel a little bit like higher than everybody else. There's an ego thing that's going on there.
There is. We're superior.
There's a superiority. That's right. And as we know, we believe that, newsflash, knowledge is power. Just knowing something is going to give you some magic.
Which is
power,
fucking bullshit.
Which is the biggest lie of them all.
100%. It's fucking bullshit.
It's straight bullshit. And so, as we know now, that awareness is fucking power. All right, knowing that you know, because you might know and not know. All right, and without getting too philosophical, it's awareness. It's not the knowledge. So you get onto these things, you stumble onto new. You might be listening to this fucking podcast right now and think, "Oh, fuck, everything these guys are saying is fucking mad." All right, which it is, but it's like sweet. And then you're gonna go and tell your friends. You're gonna go talk to your missus, and you're gonna put it out there that you know something now.
Yeah.
You're coming from an area of elevation.
Yeah. And you're going to wow these people, 100%.
Correct.
But you haven't learned nothing from the fucking podcast.
That's right. And what you're doing is giving knowledge that you learn, all right, which is cool. But then the reason you're upset that these fucking people don't get it, or they don't vibe with it, or whatever the fuck, or they sound like they get it, because first of all, they're just taking knowledge off you.
Yeah.
And you haven't really applied, you don't have the awareness of that thing, you haven't applied it in your own life, and you're looking for that salvation. You're looking for them to fill that void by understanding.
Guaranteed.
And the problem is now, there's nothing wrong with teaching, but when you're coming from a point of, I'm going to teach you, but I really know. I'm aware of what I fucking know. It's a different point, because you don't need validation that this person took me seriously for what I know. I know what I know. And this applies to everything, obviously. But in this specific circumstance, and that was the example of, I read something, I became knowledgeable on the topic, I started to spread it, and I wanted that validation of that person rather than giving it to myself.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're crossing into different things, but not really.
Yeah.
But the point is here, we're looking for someone else to fill that void. All right? And I went deep into that fucking
Yeah, of course.
there, but it was, we're getting cut when they're not
Doing the things that they said they're going to do.
but
Okay, that's one thing.
correct. They're not doing the
Yeah.
Go.
No, I'm just saying that's one thing. Okay?
No, but what's the fucking call here?
So the cool thing is that we're basically, first of all, we're not accepting everybody that's different, is different, and everyone's got their own path. They take their own time. They're not on the same time here. Okay? And basically, you're helping people to a certain point. Then they've got to help themselves. Now, you're trying to do what you can, but you're not trying to sell it to them. You're not trying to force it onto them. You're doing you. Okay? And then people are going to ask you, what do you do? How do you do this? How come you're always calm and not stressed out all the time? And first of all, you tell them straight away that, I get stressed out sometimes as well. I'm a human being. But through my reps, through the time that's been passed, through the Randori, the training, I get better at it. I get better at deal with it.
Correct.
Okay? And the other person hasn't had the training you've had. So to be angry at them, okay, it just shows that you're not even at the point, that you thought you were.
Yeah.
So you've still a lot of growing to do as yourself.
Correct.
That's the mirror.
That's the bravo. That's the signal that
Yeah.
you're not pulling your weight. You're not doing the right thing here.
Exactly.
And you're looking for that validation.
Even though you think you've done all these personal development that you said, and
you know everything. Man.
You know everything. You're trying to teach this person, but you're getting frustrated when this person is not doing what they said they're going to do.
They're not listening to you.
Sweet. Yes. That is an indication that you're not where you think you are.
Yeah, the problem is we go through this for fucking years and we don't know what the fuck we're doing because we're ignorant cunts.
That's right.
Alright? Which I did myself. Like I was beating my head against the fucking wall trying to do the same thing in that emotional thinking loop where why the fuck this doesn't happen? Oh, that's not it's not fair, but how come this fucking person doesn't listen to me? You know, I know the right things. Alright? Meanwhile, I'm not doing the right fucking things. I'm doing all this bullshit. But I want this person, I want them to get it. And then if they get it, that means I know what I'm talking about.
And not only that, you feel better and you got a happier relationship. Yeah, in theory, it sounds great. But you're still waiting for this person to get it. Waiting for this person. That's the key fucking word here. Waiting.
Yes.
What are you waiting for? This person's either going to come or they're not.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You should just be there.
That's right.
And not wait for anybody.
Correct. Interesting that now that we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Right? I'll tell you why. It's fucked up because I've been thinking about shit like I've been trying to get this, what we're gonna, how we're gonna talk about relationships and shit like that. Like how we're gonna really, we want to make things clear for the people to really like. They don't have to do too much thinking about how things work. That's why we're doing what we're doing. We're fucking spelling it out.
Yeah.
And
you don't need too many strategies. There is no strategy.
no.
You are the fucking strategy.
Yeah. The thing is here, this is a side kind of thing, but it's got to do with
Tied into it, yeah.
All right. Because I'm always thinking, and I'm studying not just your relationship with yourself, but your relationship with other people. All right, and it's harder to get two cunts doing the same thing and working in symphony than control yourself. It's way easier just for you to do you, yeah.
Guaranteed.
Like out of the things.
Guaranteed.
All right, and relationships are fucked up. They're not fucked up. All right, I'm just saying
They're challenging.
Yeah, they're challenging because this is why it's challenging. It's obviously a reflection of where you're at, all right? So you're rolling the dice. You fucking roll it, what am I going to get? Now, you can get better numbers if you're more sorted. Obviously, that's where we're coming from. We're talking about if you're filling yourself from within, you're taking care of you, the other person's going to add to you. The problem is, in the early days, we've got our wives, we've got our missuses, exes. We're with these people coming from an immature, we're looking for someone else to fill, all right? So obviously that's what we're going to get, all right? But in the instance where you understand that, is real personal development actually not just knowledge, but actually doing the thing,
The action.
Yeah, that's right. Being a practitioner of the art you're learning, all right? Not just a fan, all right? I was a fan of knowledge. I'm a fan of knowledge, all right? And obviously, I'm a friend of knowledge, I should say, a philosopher, remember a friend. But it's not for the friend. It's for the friend and the real knowledge of I practice this as well.
Yeah, it's mastery.
It's mastery. So what happens is you're with a girl, you are who you are, then let's say you work out that, you got the awareness that, I've been avoiding doing the actual work the whole time. All right, now you start doing the work. Two things can happen. That chick you're with can take you more seriously and mate, fuck, this cunt's doing it. He must know what he's talking about. I'm more open. He's leading the way. I'm more open to it. Or they can stay the same. Just see exactly the same. And you can grow. True?
100%.
And obviously then you've got to make certain decisions. That's where it gets a bit fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, let's say you're sorted. You're filling yourself, you're doing all your thing. You're like, all right, now I've got to meet a girl. Because obviously if you're missing something, you're always going to attract that person.
To fill it.
You're always going to, attract that the person to fill it.
Yeah.
Which is a big danger.
Yeah, filling the void, that is.
Filling the void, that's right. I don't know why I'm looking at your camera, but filling the void. So think about how dangerous that is. You're rolling the dice. This is how people are living. They're rolling the dice.
They're waiting for the lucky numbers to come up.
They're just rolling the dice.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for.
Yeah.
whatever I get, I'm going to get.
Yeah.
This looks good from the outside, and that's what I'm going to get. But the real thing is, you're going to get what really you don't want, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Not you don't want. It's going to help you do what you need to do. It's going to help you change.
Yeah.
But as far as like, I'm bringing not a complete person, but I'm bringing as complete as,
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm going to say this today. I'm bringing a ready individual, and I'm finding a ready individual, and there's going to be less holes.
Yeah, the universe is going to match you up for the level you're at.
Yeah, but everyone's fucking half asleep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. But if you're half asleep, you're going to be matched to half asleep level.
Correct. And it's not so much an opposites attract kind of thing.
No, it's not that at all.
Like,
It's the fucking levels of track. If you're fucking the most successful guy in the world and in every part, I'm talking about just money, I'm talking about like you are the person you admire, you're not getting matched with anybody less than that.
correct.
That's it.
Yes, correct.
You're not going to be attracting, you're not going to be basically walking in the street and then just, the universe is going to put you in situations, you're going to be down, you could be in a personal development seminar with only the 1% of people that are in a certain field, you know what I mean? You're going to be invited to events, you know, it's going to put you in situations that you're surrounded by people at your level.
Correct. You know what's fucking full on? I was thinking about the other day, like the simulation that you're in. All right. Because now you know, recently divorced. I've got to like start thinking about fucking who's this new person going to be, blah blah blah. And really, the only thing I can think of, you can't get attached to anybody, really. I mean, it's easier than done. When I say attached, think about this. You're going to get who you're going to get. They're going to make you grow. Whether they're going to come along with you to the ride after that and keep coming with you, they're just part of the game, and they're coming in, they're doing whatever. Now, if you fit well, they stay for the journey. Alright? But we're trained to think that you find someone, it's happily ever after, like things are going to go good kind of thing.
Conventional wisdom, mate.
But it's so...
Fairy tales.
The only thing, yeah, it's so... I'm not going to say 50-50, you can increase the chances, but if your holes aren't plugged up there, it's going to be exploited.
Guaranteed.
And then you've got to find, I can live with that thing, whatever that thing that doesn't go too well.
Yeah.
All right, that thing we don't see eye to eye on, I can either live with that or I can make a move. And
That's
you're
right.
always in that place. And it's almost like...
A friction point.
It's fiction point.
Yeah.
It's fiction point.
Yeah.
You might have everything down packed, but there's one thing you still haven't acknowledged or aware of.
Accepted, yeah.
Accepted, correct. It might come and haunt you. You might find a woman
100%.
that's perfect, but
Yeah.
then she needs a little bit more fucking, I don't know, something there. She's a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
And you still have the feeling that you need to fix people. So you're gonna
Of
attract
course.
the person that needs fixing.
Yeah, look, the universe is going to look for weaknesses because you're putting out an order to the universe that I want to be this person. That's the order. It's like saying, you know, your sensei is going to test you, obviously, if you want to become a black belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, put in the order. Yeah.
So you put in an order in, and the universe is only going to deliver, or God is only going to give you exactly what is needed to fulfill the order. Because that's what you ordered.
It's fucked.
It's fucking so simple, but, you know, it takes
It's fucked.
years to understand it, obviously, you know?
Full on,
Yeah. Like, it sounds so simple, like I'm putting a fucking order in. Yeah, you are. You're saying, I want this. And it's telling you, all right, sweet. This, you might, and it's not telling you exactly the road, but it's showing you the road. It's not telling you the road.
It's not telling you anything.
You know what I mean?
It's only showing.
Yeah, it's only showing. It's only giving things, and then you got to basically work it out. But everything on the way is the way. Okay?
That's what I'm saying. But the only thing, other than you, everybody else, family, everything is on the way.
That's it. It's part of the train theory.
It's part
It's
of the train.
John's train, or it's Ken's train, or it's Alex's train.
Yeah.
And this train stops at stations. Again, So we how many times? We'll say it again. They get people come in for 2 stations. Might be 2 years, or a year, or 2 months. They might go for fucking 20 years, whatever. Each of these people that come on and off are helping you. Because, you know what I mean? They're helping you go forward because the train's going fucking forward, it's not going backwards. Okay? They're helping you go forward. Okay? And it's all made up because you're sitting at the destination. That the order that you're putting in is the destination. You're sitting at the destination and you're going forward to life. And they're coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And we're not getting attached to the people that are coming in and out. We're just going to see it as that they're coming in and out to help me for this journey. Help me for this journey. Yeah, be fucking selfish. It's you. It's your fucking life.
And of course, we love people. We're connected to the people.
That's different. We're not saying fucking get rid of everything, abuse them. I'm not saying, we're not saying that.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying like, obviously we not get attached to people, but we're...
Look, anything is, to put it more simple, why don't you put it in perspective that, why don't you cherish the people that are coming in and off the stops?
Guaranteed.
So cherish this person. Yeah, like even your parents, they're gonna go one day. Cherish the moment that they're only here for fucking 30 stops, 30 years, each stop a year, whatever. They're only here. Cherish the moment, and when they leave, I'm not saying that we're machines and we're not gonna cry and be saddened that they've left. Obviously, you shared experience, but you're not attached that I can't live my life anymore because my parents gone. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's on a general level.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, the more I think about it,
Yeah.
the more we're in our own simulation, i.e. the universe.
Yeah.
And if you want to take it to the ridiculous thing, even your kids
100%.
are part of that journey to get you where you need to go.
Everyone's part of it.
Everything is business, Phil.
Yeah.
Everything is business.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I'm looking at it now, I'm like...
Of course it is.
It's fucking business.
It is.
Like, I'm thinking about fucking...
Explain business to...
Yeah. Business means your decision making goes to the level of like...
Transactional.
I can't get too settled in...
With anything and anyone.
You can, but this is yes.
But this is another caveat to it. Go.
Well, this is the caveat. Yeah. I was going to say, I can't get settled in with anyone who's coming in and... Like, I can't build a long picture with them. Or I can't build long pictures. But in saying that, there is a human aspect to living. All right? And there is something to be said about sometimes you need to put all your chips on red. And then if you lose, you lose.
Yeah, go for broke.
Yeah. I think there's something, yes, it's business, but to say don't get attached, let's say you find a woman that makes you happy. You ain't gonna like keep your kids at arm's length.
No, you're not gonna you're not gonna firewall.
Like, no, you're not gonna keep your kids at arm's length just in case they become fuck ups and you can bar them one day.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
I know
Visit
perfectly.
the kid because it's close to home. But actually, a woman, when you're doing shit, you got a woman, whatever. Like, it's okay to get into that because we all want to dig our feet in, know where we stand, and move forward. It's when the pain comes, when the time to move comes, that ability to make that decision. Back to what we said earlier.
Yeah.
That ability to make that decision. But I think it's important to not to go, whatever you do, go full in. But also without the fear of whatever happens, if I die, I'm going to die. Eh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know perfectly.
You have to give everything as well. It's
I'll tell you my experience.
It's a paradox.
It's come from attachment, all right? I just want to clarify for everybody here. I remember I was in Greece talking to one of my mates, and we're going to the soccer game, and the stadium, and walking, and he's telling me about my ex and talking about relationships, and I go to him. I try not to be that back then. I was still trying, okay? Not to be attached to my missus. She left. Oh, I got it with my wouldn't give a fuck. This is what I was practicing. Okay, now I'm at mastery. I'm getting to mastery stage. First level of mastery stage, right? And there might be a million levels. Anyway, the point here was that he took it that I didn't give a fuck about my missus. I go, no, I'll clarify for you so you understand where I'm coming from. And this is where we're coming from. Is that I love a missus. But if she left, or she went crazy, or she died, knock on wood, or anything happened, I'm not going to lose me. Okay? I'm not going to lose me. And that is the most important thing. Not to lose you.
Not to say that it's not going to hurt and all this stuff.
Of course, and I'll get to that, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So basically, now, I was all in my relationship. I was like, mate, I'm going to go, mate, forever. Wherever it goes. Oh, I love her. All my chips were on the table, the whole thing.
You know what I mean?
Okay? 100%. But if she left, I'm not going to lose me. Now, will it hurt? Of course it will. We're emotional beings. We're human beings. We feel. Okay? But I'm not going to lose me. This is what I'm trying to clarify here. That this is where attachment is. Because shit changes all the time. The world changes every day. You might be at a job, for example, and you've been doing your job for fucking forever, and they just sell up and they get a new company buys it, and you find yourself in a new job, and you're going to lose your mind because you lost that job. Same thing with a relationship. You have to adapt. Adaptability, that's where it is. So being attached does not mean you don't give a fuck. Okay? Being attached, it means that you're not going to lose you in the process.
Being detached.
All right? No, I'm just saying being attached to that I need this person because it makes me.
Yeah. You don't give a fuck?
No. I'm saying to you, don't be attached.
Yeah.
Try not to be attached.
Yeah.
Being attached means that if this person leaves me, she leaves me tomorrow, I'm fucked. I'm useless. I'm nothing.
That's right.
As opposed to what I'm trying to say, if she leaves, I won't like it because I love this person. We built memories together. But I want to be like, oh, sweet. The train, she had to leave. That's her fucking problem. It's her loss. I need to stick to what I'm doing, follow through what I'm doing, and I know my faith, God's got something better coming in my life.
Yes.
That's the role she played. She's got her own journey.
But it can be to our loss as well.
Explain.
As in, if you lose a good woman, just fucking whatever.
Yeah.
All right? And, she really made you feel good.
Yes.
Now, you might say if you feel good yourself, you don't need someone to make you feel good.
No, that's bullshit. A good woman will make you, or friends.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel good around these other people.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and especially, that's not common. Some things take time to build.
Guaranteed.
There's a rarity.
Especially relationships.
Life is, life is precious.
Yeah.
Unless you've got 100 kids there, you lose one, you're not like, I've got 99.
Yeah.
You lose the kids, it's like fucked.
It's fucked.
So, it's fucked because we're attached, obviously. But what I'm saying is, the real person, the strength comes from, doesn't always have to look pretty, all right? But the job, the mission for us is to keep going, like what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
That's the mission. Yeah. Is it going to be painful? Is it going to be fucking like...
Yeah, you're a human being. You're going to feel these things.
Yeah, you're going to be fucking pouring out and looking for these cunts fucking forever. Obviously, you're going to think about these cunts all the time.
Guaranteed.
Your parents pass away. It doesn't matter how much of a hard cunt you are. You're like, sweet today.
Yeah, you're going to miss them.
Yeah, that's right. I've only got these fucking one cunts, man. You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to replace it?
Yeah, you're not.
But the point is that, the train's got to keep moving.
Yeah.
And it sounds cold, whatever,
but it's real life though.
What's the other choice, man?
Yeah.
This is the point.
Dig a hole and fucking crawl into it.
That's what I'm saying.
What are you gonna do?
It's fucking shit.
Yeah. We're not saying here be cold-hearted. We're saying here that shit happens. Good shit, bad shit. It just happens. We gotta know. Shit happens. It does. It fucking does. It does. It's about, at the end of the day, it's about who's standing there. which person is standing there, which part of Ken is standing at the end. You know, which part of John's standing at the end? Is it the person that, you know, stood tall, proud and strong, like, you know, like for example, let's say, you know, you got a couple of kids and your missus passes away, all right? You have to be strong for your children. Yeah, in you know, at night time when they're asleep or whatever, you know, it's gonna be hard. Emotionally, you'll be, you know, destroyed. But come that next morning, you got to be that rock. You got to show them that, you know, life goes on. Mum had to go for a certain reason. Like, we got to move on. We're going to make the best. We're going to live for ourselves and for her.
Yeah, fair, not fair.
Yeah. There's no, it just happens, unfortunately. That's the way life is. We've got to build ourselves. And like I said, cherish the moments, whoever's on the train, whoever's part of our lives. Cherish these moments. And don't abuse them, because today they're here, that tomorrow they're gone, especially with loved ones.
Yeah.
You know? And that's where I'm talking about the attachment theory is that, doesn't mean be a cold-hearted cunt and I don't give a fuck they died because I'm a machine. I'm the Terminator.
That's weak.
That's it. I'm just saying, yeah, you're continuing your life and you're still staying on the path of I'm doing the best for me. That's it. That's all it is.
Correct.
That's all attachment is. I'm talking my theory of attachment anyway.
That's what it is.
You know?
And that's the theory there.
Yeah.
And once again, you can't build strength if it hasn't been tested.
Exactly.
Now, if you're always half in, you're not really giving it your all. So you don't know how hard you can go.
Guaranteed.
Right? And that goes to those people who don't fucking trust anybody. They don't lead with trust. You go, I don't want to get hurt. Sweet though. How are you going to get tougher if you don't get fucking hurt?
You're not.
How are you going to condition the body there if it doesn't get hit?
Yeah.
You have to feel that pain.
Yeah. You can't be training in the dojo all your life and never compete. You can if you want. Okay, it's sweet. But to really know how good you are, you need to compete against others. You got to test your skills.
Correct.
Or else, well, I don't know, what's the point? I mean, you can do it for fitness.
Yeah. But guess what?
You know what I mean?
You test your skills, you get better at that.
That's it.
You get better at competing.
That's it.
We can't get better at handling pain.
Yeah.
You can't live your life half in. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's just you're living like you're not allowing. You might be blocking out the bad, but you ain't letting that good come in.
100%.
This is the fucking biggest thing.
Yeah. Like Mike Tyson wasn't the world champion in, you know, punching a punching bag.
Correct.
He wasn't the world champion at just punching a punching bag.
No. He was really punching the fuck out of cunts.
That's right. Competing. And that's how you become the best. And that's how you learn.
Yeah, I can lose.
That's right.
Sweet today.
Dealing with that emotion, whatever it might be.
That's
Punching the punching bag will get you nowhere.
Correct. And yeah, it's put yourself out there. Yeah, you got to be both. You got to be both.
Yeah, but it comes to like, you know, validating yourself. That's what it is. By doing all these things, you're validating you. You're knowing who the fuck you are.
Correct.
You know you're in the game. You're playing the game.
Yeah.
And you're playing the way you want it.
Self-validation.
That's it.
Auto-validation.
100%.
But what happens? We find other people. We hang around fucking dumb cunts, stupid people. We're talking shit, doing whatever the fuck they're
100%.
doing, and we're validating through them. We're keeping up with the Joneses. We're doing all the latest crazes.
Yeah. What was that? Correct. What was that wedding story you're talking about? The, you know, this comes to validation ourselves, right?
Yeah.
About basically
All the
giving,
okay, bravo.
yeah, giving $200 to a wedding.
Yeah. So if you're from not a normal family, but some sort of ethnic or whatever the fuck, I don't know what anyone does, you go you get cash in the envelope. Sweet. Alright? And I was having a convo with the fucking, so this is, I'm going to show you two sides of validation. Okay? So I was with my missus at the time, we'll go there, so no problem. And I don't really give a fuck about these people that I was going to the wedding. I was slowly distancing myself from these people. I was like, I'm fucking over this cunt. Alright, I don't want to really I don't want to hang around with these people anymore. And
Drawing a line.
I'm drawing a line. And the best way to draw a line is if they see you in a bad light, it just makes it easier. So you start not giving as much.
Yeah, they're doing you a favour.
They're doing you a favour. Somewhere along the line, this is a little tip here as well. If there's people you don't like, you slowly start not returning those calls, so as promptly as you usually did, not giving them messages straight up. You start to drag it out. Then they start to be like, oh, this guy's fucking this and that. This guy's this and that. So they start to have a distaste for you, and they get the point, and you're too much trouble anyway. So see you later. All right. So you sort it out. So you start being a worse friend.
Yeah.
All right, which is the best. It's a nice way to get out of it. But if you want to separate it, the problem is, this is another thing. To be a worse friend, that means you have to be a worse friend. That means you have to really accept that person is going to look at you in a worse light, a bad light. All right?
Yeah.
You can't separate with someone. Every time we separate with someone when they're not ready to do it, all right, we're ready to fuck people off, and we have to accept. We have to validate ourselves first of all, and we have to accept that they're not going to look at us the same way.
Yeah, it's not a handshake. Hey, thank you very much for your services.
Yeah, our friendship has met its course.
Thank you very much.
Or a relationship.
All the best. Thank you.
All the best. Thanks for telling me, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. That's not how it works. So, back to the fucking thing. Going to this wedding, I'm like, usually, give a few $100, whatever. I'm like, my missus at the time's like, how much do you want to give these people? I just give them $200 then. And we're in like a fancy joint, whatever, you know what I mean? And then she's like, $200, we're gonna look like fucking tired asses. I go, I'm thinking to myself, good. And also said like, I don't really give a fuck if I look like a tired ass. I hope I look like a tired ass. Good. Don't like me anymore. Don't call me, don't hang out. Better for me. This is how I'm doing it. This is my calling card there.
That's it.
I don't really I'm still giving something.
Of course.
But it's not to some standard, whatever. But I had this argument, and my missus at the time was like, no, I want to give more money. So even though she wasn't loving these people, she was still acting like a fucking idiot, trying to get that validation from these people. She wants to do her part so she looks good in their eyes, but really inside she's like, oh, I don't really like these people. Okay. So number one, you're not being authentic to yourself. Alright? And number two, you think about it. You're looking for validation for someone you don't like you don't respect. Why are you doing that? You're doing that because you've got fucking low self-esteem. Alright? You can't stand on your own 2 feet. That's why we need to validate ourselves. And these certain situations, these stories bring that out. And that's it's a perfect situation. It's giving these people what they want over what I want. Because I need their okay. And that's how most of you cunts are living your life. You go on at work, you go to work, you're doing your thing, you need validation from your missus, you need fucking validation from every cut, right? But nothing, you're not running that selection criteria across life. What do I really like?
100%.
And that's where we get fucked up.
Guaranteed.
But that comes into people pleasing, that comes into fucking all that.
That's what it is. It's all about people pleasing, that situation. That even though I don't like this person, I still want for them to see me in high regard. You know what I mean? Yeah, sweet.
It's lack of strength.
You know what I mean? Yeah. We want everybody to love us. Yeah, sweet. But it ain't going to be like that. Again, we're going back to, shit happens.
Yeah.
That, mate, none of everyone's going to like you. That's the way it is.
Bravo. Yeah, that's it. It's fuck.
You know what I mean?
Shit happens is the best thing.
Yeah. Because not everyone's going to like you. And especially if you don't like these people, you don't have to go cold turkey and like, mate, go fuck yourself, mate. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't have to be that dramatic.
But you can.
You can. You definitely can.
You can, because it's going to lead to
Yeah,
the same thing.
you definitely can. Okay? But you don't have to be, and most people aren't going to do that.
And if you don't have the stomach yet.
That's it.
But
So,
you can.
that's it. So, not answering the calls. They'll invite you to a few places. So, mate, I'm busy. Eventually, if you don't get the long road, if you take the long road, take, a while, but they'll get the point. You know what I mean? They'll get the point that this guy is not down with me. And you don't have to, say it.
I'm at that point where I can say it now.
Yeah, it's different.
I'm at that point. If
Yeah.
I meet someone, especially a new person,
Yeah.
forget about it.
But most people aren't. That's why, we're...
No, I know. I'm
Yeah,
just saying, me
yeah, of course.
personally,
And
me,
yeah, well done. That's it,
I'm
100%.
training.
Yeah,
If I meet a candidate, I think Moses said something the other day. He goes, I give someone one chance in the first year of
oh,
meeting,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
It's showed you.
That's it.
And I'm like,
Yeah, because yourself, know the value of your time. And that's what it comes down to. How are you spending your time?
Correct.
So, are you trying to please people? Or are you trying to please yourself?
And why do you feel that you need someone else's validation?
Again,
Ask
because
yourself.
ask yourself, of course, what do you need the people that you don't like to validate you? Yeah, you want to be liked, sweet.
All the people, or
Yeah.
need anyone to validate
Yeah.
in general.
Of course.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, for everyone out there, like they're doing you a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. Like, you gotta really get to more about you. That's the game. That's the game. You're part of the game. That is the game.
That is the game.
If there's any game, that was it.
There's only a few rules to fucking
That's it.
take control of your life.
That's it.
The rules-
It's not complicated the way we've led to believe, which is society or whatever it might be. It's not complicated at all. Now, does it take refining? Does it take reps? It fucking does, because it ain't fucking easy.
No,
So
you're learning.
you're learning, but be in the learning process. Like, be open to learning first of all, but be in the learning process that I'm trial and error every time. And I know that, we're all suckers to our feelings, right? Sweet. But when it comes to the feeling, I don't like this cunt, we're not a sucker to that feeling.
Yeah, great.
That feeling there is like, we're never like...
No, it's not going to tip it. Yeah, because it's like I said before about my sister, the logic doesn't matter how much logic you got. If you're just a slave to your program. Doesn't matter what the fuck and how good it makes sense and fucking this is the new invention of fucking who the fuck knows, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall to the what do they say like in training? Like you're gonna fall to your training that you did last.
Yeah, to your current awareness.
Yeah, like you get into a fight.
To your fight level.
Sorry.
To your level.
To your level, to the level that you trained at.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything goes out the window, that's going to come up.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
if you don't have much training, it's going to go
That's
out
it.
to what I know.
Yeah, you're as hard as much as you train, whatever, something like that. Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right. We're not logical human beings. We
No.
don't make logical decisions.
Yeah.
It's all based on emotion.
We're fucking emotional human beings.
Correct. Doesn't matter. And obviously, you guys, that's how you guys, all right. Look at it however you want. You want to be a slave? Oh, look at it as like I'm either a slave or I'm running the ship here. I don't look at it as any other way. Slave helps me process the decisions I have to make. Look, I don't want to be a slave. So to me, that feels better. Like it makes me feel empowered. Like fuck, I ain't no fucking slave.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. You're telling me that I don't like this guy, but I still want his approval. That's fucked up. And sometimes you've got to voice these things, like you're saying. You've got to ask yourself these questions. Do you guys have these same situations? You know what I mean? Are you a person who is in a relationship with a woman or with friends, and you're like, you don't really like them, but you're just fucking there because sometimes you need something off them?
Yeah. Yeah, or you don't want to rock the boat either. You might not need anything from them.
Nah.
You know what I mean? You don't want to rock the boat.
Yeah.
So you don't want things, you don't want to be working on eggshells, because you might see him in 10 years' time at this Christmas party.
And I don't want to say them.
I don't know what to say to him.
It's going to be awkward.
Could be in 10 years' time. So I'm just keeping him at bay just because of that time. Could be awkward. I'm telling you, like our minds, they're slippery, mate.
They're fucking slippery.
It's a slippery slope, mate. I'm telling you now. It's a fucking slippery slope.
Any hope for validating your own bullshit you're gonna keep it in there. Any justification.
But fuck, mate. I'm saying, and it could be, if you get to
right.
ask me or tell you, you're like, mate, you're crazy.
You're tripping.
Like, you should be really at a mental home.
You're holding that app open for
Yeah.
this fucking cunt
That's
that
it.
you're gonna see in 10 years.
That's right. And people might think that's fucking extreme, but that's a fucking truth.
That's what we do.
That is the fucking truth. Look at your own fucking life and see how many apps you've got open, all right? Just in case.
That's right.
Just in case.
Yeah, that cache fucking thing, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That's fucking holding
Mate.
fucking it's doing shit.
Mate, fucking empty that fucking thing out, mate.
Simplify, yes, correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
But yeah, a key point here, just to wrap it, a key point here is, as you mentioned before, is ask yourself the questions. These are little tricks of, yeah, am I a slave here or am I steering the ship in this situation? And you get your answer straight away. You've got to ask yourself these fucking questions. Because if you don't ask yourself, no one else is going to ask them, obviously. So, but if you don't ask them, you can't really come to the conclusion. You can't identify the fucking answer.
Correct. And identify, that's right. And identify, am I making the decision because that's how I really feel, like something inside just telling you?
Yeah, you don't like this person. Any person on the planet should know I do like or I don't like.
Correct. So you listen to the voice inside saying, I could be doing something better. Now you've got to ask yourself, I'm either making the decision to do something better, or am I not making the decision to avoid
Conflict.
like a certain emotion or a feeling?
That's right.
Am I avoiding something? Now, if you're hanging in somewhere, it doesn't matter where the fuck, and you're trying to avoid a certain feeling, that's not the way. That's not the way to go about things. Because you're straight slave to the way you feel. You're scared to feel a bit of pain to get what you want.
That's what it is.
That's it.
I hope it's making sense to everybody. But yeah, these are little key things that have helped us, obviously, when trying to tell everybody to help themselves.
Correct.
But yeah, but you can only do that by asking these questions and answer them truthfully. Like, fuck.
There's a difference. One's coming from fear, one's coming from more of a clear...
Like, you should be able to weigh these up.
Yes.
And then you can obviously adapt it to other situations a bit more complex. But yeah, do I like this person? He fucking puts me down all the time. He, doesn't speak nicely of me. I hear all this kind of shit. But I don't really like, when I'm around these people, I don't even get a good energy. I don't feel good. That's it. You already know. You know the fucking answer.
Correct.
You know the answer. What we're saying here is how to pull the trigger.
That's right.
How to make the decision. And then you got to follow through. You already know. You don't need help in finding out if you like it or you don't like it.
No.
You don't need help.
No
one needs help.
Yeah, the rabbit hole gets deep, but we're going to cover it again.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
And if you've got, obviously if you've got anything to add or you think, something we can make clear, let us know.
Yeah.
And, we really want to hit the point here because this is fucking, this is huge.
Yeah.